Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. Happy Sunday, everyone. There's a question that I get a lot. As most of you know, we do some frequent shopping at Dollar Tree, and I get this question. Do me and Jess think that the higher priced items at Dollar Tree are going to hurt Dollar Tree, or are they already hurting Dollar Tree? Yes and no. Let's get into it. So, the one thing I wanted to talk about here is we've been seeing a lot of higher priced items come into Dollar Tree. Items that nobody's really asked for. Now, we do know over the last few years, I think it's been since 2015 maybe, somewhere around there, 2015, I think that Dollar Tree actually bought out Family Dollar. And I know there were rumors going around back then that eventually Dollar Tree was going to turn into Family Dollar. We even see where they have some Family Dollar / Dollar Tree stores that have combined and they are together. We've gotten a lot of comments over the last couple years on this. A few of you guys have chimed in on some of these. And I do have to say, I have mixed feelings. I liked going into a store knowing that everything that I'm looking at is $1 or $1.25. Dollar in a shrub tree now, as most people call it. However, we have to factor in all the other items. Now, this started about a year ago when Dollar Tree Plus came into effect, where they had a dedicated aisle of $3, $4, and $5 items, which I think most people were fine with. But the one thing that I talked about, and now we're seeing it come true, is what's going to happen when they start intermingling these items in the different aisles, right? Where we have coffee, we have like the cheaper coffees and stuff, some of that cheap instant coffee, the ones for $1.25, but then right below it, you have Folgers now. And we're going to get into why it is some good deals, but why they have pretty much opened up Pandora's box when it comes to when these prices go up. There's nothing to stop them from going up. Now, I remember about a year ago, we were covering how they said that they're going to have like a $7 cap off. I haven't seen anything at Dollar Tree for $7 yet. But I think they were planning for this when they put $5 coffee out there, when the same thing at Walmart for the classic roast is just under $6. The same one the same 9.6 or 9.8 ounce canister that you can get at Dollar Tree is the same that it is everywhere else. The smaller cans. Some of those I've seen, even like the Colombian, go for like $7.49. Dollar Tree does sell the Colombian, makes it, and it's $5. I don't believe it's going to be long before we see that price go up, especially with some of these skyrocketing prices that we're finding on coffee right now. Anybody can say anything they want and say we're going to have a cap off of $7, but if that gets outpriced, are you going to get rid of the product? I guess that all depends on if you're selling the product, and that is kind of the problem that I see here with Dollar Tree. We've seen this with many other stores over the years, and what happens? They usually both collapse. Family Dollar is going out the door. There are a few Family Dollars left, but we have seen where a lot of them have closed. Now, there's many reasons why they've closed, but it could solely be because Dollar Tree wants to kind of mingle that together, right? Just like how they're doing products now in the aisles, right? Different products that they're adding, that we knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen even before they said it was going to happen. Most of you guys were talking about it in the channel as well, in the comments. And then we saw the frozen items, dialing back here a little bit, kind of got ahead of myself, but we saw some frozen items that come in that were some pretty good deals. Now we're seeing some things that are actually getting more expensive. I like some of the different like taco things in boxes that we saw for like $3 originally are now $4. They've moved them over. I thought they were in the wrong spot. No, they went up $1, right? And where does it end? Where does it end? But let's talk for a second about a major corporation, a major company that was on its last legs, probably at one point, one of the biggest companies in the United States was Sears. Now, Sears was in trouble. There was some financial issues and stuff like that. A lot of Sears had closed down. A lot of you probably remember this. I do. And then out of nowhere, Kmart, who was already a dying business, came in and bought out Sears. How long did Sears last after Kmart bought him out? A year? I think our Sears lasted a year after that happened, and then it was gone. So there was no stopping the train. There was no stopping it, guys. It was not able to pick it up. A company that buys out another company just because of the name, we see that a lot. We don't see that as much these days, which is why I'm curious of why Dollar Tree is kind of pushing this notion. Now, it's got to be hard to run a business where you're charging $1.25 for every item. But the items that they're bringing in are not items that have traditionally ever been $1.25. But where does that stop? Like I said before, this opens up the door for them to move things over that have just gotten priced out in certain areas. Cookies, right? Cookies that you may have paid $1.25 for may go up to $3 at some point. We don't know that. We don't know whether it will or not, but I know that you've got your other cookies. Now you got Oreo cookies sliding in there. You got all these other ones. You got Ritz crackers. These are a lot more. Now, as to where regular price may still be a touch cheaper than what you're going to pay at places like Kroger, it looks kind of crazy when you're going into Dollar Tree and you see a bunch of these higher price. I wouldn't say overpriced, but higher priced items, because these are surely going to go up. One of the biggest ones was some of the different medicines that I was noticing at Dollar Tree. When you see like their different ibuprofen and acetaminophen, sure, you don't get much for $1.25. But when we saw 24 capsules of Advil for $4.50, that was right next to all the other medicine, they got Advil, right? I wonder how many people were just picking that up off the shelf thinking they're only going to pay a couple dollars for it. Look at the price tag. $4.75 for whatever reason for 24 caplets of Tylenol. That's more than what you're going to pay for at some places. And we're not keeping to that $3, $4, $5 structure. We're adding 50 cents. We're adding 75 cents. Right? Now we've seen where like Alfredo sauce and stuff like that at Dollar Tree, I believe it's $2.50. We've seen where they've done that with other items. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that they're doing this to multiple items now. We knew this was going to happen. We had hoped that it wasn't going to happen. But here it is, guys, and here we are. So, do I think that it is hurting the company in the future? Absolutely. I think it's going to hurt the company big time. These things keep... Now, when you add all the different items, like all the different toys and stuff like that, all the different crafts, the higher dollar craft items, you get a big box of crafts for $5. I can see that. But that's not what I go to Dollar Tree for. You might... And it may be something that you like in the future. It might open your eyes. Oh, Dollar Tree sells this stuff now. I don't think people are going to go into Dollar Tree with that kind of attitude. Like, I'm looking for a $5 item. That's just not it. Now, is there still value at Dollar Tree? Absolutely. How long that's going to last? I don't really know. I try to do research if these items are going to start going up to $1.50, $1.75. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Dollar Tree is going to mess with it. I really don't. I think these things are going to do like we were saying at the beginning of this video. They're going to kind of slide over, right? All of a sudden, there'll be a $2 aisle, right? There'll be a $1.50 aisle. Eventually, you're going to have to check everything. We've seen where, excuse me, multiple Dollar Trees, at least around here, have installed those price scanners. Because they want to be able to point the finger at that and say, well, we do recommend you check the price. Whether you're short-staffed or something like this, now you have a way that you can check the price yourself. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. But that's kind of the issue that we're dealing with, and what's going to continue to be a problem that I think is going to ultimately plague Dollar Tree in the future. Now, why I don't think it's an issue right now, because most of the items at Dollar Tree are still $1.25. All of your different holiday items, all the stuff that me and Jess go to Dollar Tree for, birthday cards, bows, gift bags, all that stuff is an incredible deal. I mean, it really is. A lot of the food items, too. A lot of the pantry filling options that we always talk about, still a good deal. But the thing is that if they don't work something out with the price on the $1.25, we've seen where things are shrinking. I have seen more products shrink at Dollar Tree than anywhere else that I go. And some people are good at hiding that. You know, you look at a bag of chips and you think, wow, it's the same bag. They may not have changed the bag. They just took less out of it. Now, years ago when we started the channel, I didn't pay as much attention to the ounces and stuff in products as we do now because we didn't really have to deal with so much shrinkflation. But let's face it, when we saw prices going up to crazy levels and then it stopped for a while, we knew something was happening. So I started paying more attention to how much is being taken out of the product. The first that we really noticed was coffee. I'll never forget the day when Folgers at Sam's Club went from 51 ounces to 43 and a half ounces. And they thought people weren't going to notice. There were people coming up to us left and right that know us from the channel. Have you seen the coffee at Sam's? Have you seen the coffee at Sam's? This is crazy. People were coming to the channel. People were talking to me and Jess out there in the world. You know, I mean, this is why it's good that we talk about these things, guys, so that you know ahead of time. And a lot of these people, a lot of these manufacturers or companies, they think that we're not going to notice these things. They don't change the can. That was the biggest thing. They did not change the can size. They changed the portion size. And I swear, ever since that day, I try to pay attention to all that. Usually a lot of our longtime viewers will leave that kind of information in the comments, because if I'm going to the store and doing a video of myself shopping and trying to find deals, it's hard to focus on everything. I try to. Usually when me and Jess go shopping like off camera or something, that's when I'm looking at all the Best Buy dates and all that stuff. If I'm going there and not really doing, you know, a major shopping haul or something, it's too much information to try and put out in one video, as I try to keep it less than 30 minutes in a video. We've gotten this question a lot, you know, so I wanted to address it today in a Sunday coffee rant. I don't know what the future holds. I don't. But one thing I do follow is trends, and the one thing that we've seen over the years, it seems like ever since I used to love Family Dollar. If you're new to the channel, I've said this in the past, but when I was younger, I used to shop Family Dollar all the time. The prices were fantastic. Some of the stuff was even cheaper than Dollar Tree. But I feel like ever since Dollar Tree bought them out, I feel like a lot of prices have been just way overly expensive at Family Dollar. Now, you could say many different things for that. You could say, well, they're trying to keep the store afloat, or they're waiting for the opportune moment to merge, which is what we're seeing now. I kind of think that's in part. Whether that was their idea the whole time or not, I'll never know. None of us will probably know, and that's okay. All we can know now and think about for the future is, how is this going to work? I know we have thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers on our channel that shop at Dollar Tree, me included. And I guess for the time being, we'll still continue to shop at Dollar Tree. This is mostly a message to just be aware of what's going on. Make sure that the items that you love at Dollar Tree are still $1.25. Now, to be fair, everything that I've seen that I always buy, like different canned goods, different things that I get at Dollar Tree, different foods and stuff like that, are all still the same price. All of that stuff is still the same price. They know this. They know that they cannot do this overnight. Even when prices were going to go up to $1.25 at Dollar Tree, we were given, a year's notice on that? I mean, and then they postponed it even past that they were originally going to do. And I know we had some viewers that were talking about it in the South. There were some people in Florida that were commenting saying that your prices have gone up to $1.25, and it just seemed to keep going north. And then within the next few months, that's what it was here in Cincinnati, Ohio. So that's why it's great that we have such a huge audience on here that talks about this stuff in the comments, so that you're helping your neighbor state prepare for what's coming, right? We were talking about eggs the other day, and if you happen to miss that video, we were talking about some of the egg prices in Walmart, how I literally I was like, whew, that's crazy. But we got a lot of information from people out west where they were paying $8, $9, $10 a carton for eggs. And I was like, whoa, better be prepared. Let's talk about this now, so that we can try and save up a little bit of money, or save up to get the eggs. And that's the other thing too. It seems like eggs are now disappearing as well. I guess a lot of people are buying them up because I guess people think because of the high prices that they're going to disappear. I don't really know. I don't know. We'll save that for another day. But Guys, with Dollar Tree, I'm not really too sure what's going to happen in the future. All I know is what's happening now, and it just seems like this is a huge mistake. It seems like it's a big mistake on Dollar Tree's part, because the more and more people become aware of that, hey, this isn't what it used to be. Wow, Dollar General, you go to a different store, right? You go to Dollar General, which is arguably, I wouldn't say just as popular, but you go in Dollar General, now you see all these dollar items. And then you also have the 5, 10. Obviously, Dollar General sells products for a lot higher than Dollar Tree. I mean, they've got, all kinds of different sizes and items and stuff like that. But a lot of the different foods, canned goods, they'll have good deals at Dollar General sometimes. And now all of a sudden it's like, it's like Dollar Tree in a way seems like it's kind of becoming Dollar General, but you're not offering as much product as Dollar General. I'm having to deal with the headache of knowing that, okay, this could be in the wrong spot, this could be in the wrong spot, this is a transition, right? And usually when we see a transition, it usually happens like that. No, this is kind of the slow burn. In that aspect, I do kind of think it's good for Dollar Tree because all your regular shoppers are coming in to buy their regular items, right? And the last thing you want to do is turn them away. You don't want to turn them off, right? So that is what I believe is the slow burn, the slow rise in some of these prices. Because if you do it too quick, if you move things in too fast, and that's the other thing too, guys, people are becoming self-aware of a lot of these things. Especially because you got people like me and family members and friends that are telling you about it. Saying, well, I went into Dollar Tree and I had to go back because I had this item I bought, it was $5, and then I had this, it was $3, and this, it was $2. And then somebody will say, well, oh, they have these new sections now. And then you say, well, no, I got this out of the crackers. You know what I'm saying? This is what we were talking about a while ago. And yes, if something else is mixed in with another item, that's the sad thing, is now if you find something on a shelf at Dollar Tree that doesn't go there, well, you really don't know what the price is. And unless somebody's told you about it, or maybe you read about it somewhere, which most likely, I would have to say most people probably haven't, you're not even going to even think about the little self-scanners. And at that, you shouldn't feel like you should even have to use one of those at Dollar Tree. So are higher priced items affecting Dollar Tree? Are they hurting Dollar Tree? I believe in the long run it will. I don't think it is yet. And don't get me wrong, I love Dollar Tree, and I love that I'm able to still get the same items that I always get there for $1.25. I hated when everything went up to $1.25. I liked going in there knowing everything was $1. I understand, things, they had to do something. It was probably that, or we weren't going to have Dollar Tree, right? I mean, prices go up on all these different things. They had to do something. What I hate, I think even more, is when we see the shrinkflated stuff, because I feel like that's where the real trickery is. And I don't know if that is so much the store or the manufacturer, but a lot of these products that are like in the same bags, and now you notice that there's a lot less. I would almost rather pay a little bit more and get what I've always gotten, right? That's what we see happen at like Sam's Club and stuff. They could have done like most toilet paper companies and cut like an inch off the toilet paper, or made it several square feet less, than what it was before. Not say nothing. And then all of a sudden, you notice the same price. You buy it, it's the same price. And you're like, wow, that toilet paper roll looks way different. Well, it's because it is. It's because they knocked out like 200 square feet or something ridiculous, right? And now you've seen those prices go up over the last couple years. And it's just like anything else. Look at Domino's sugar. Okay, now this is one that's been kind of funny, because we've seen sugar prices kind of level off, or some even come down in some stores. We saw where 4-pound bags at Walmart didn't go down by much, but it went from $4.54 to $4.46, right? And then I swear, not a week or two later, I go into Dollar Tree and I see they have shrink. I couldn't even find the sugar because I didn't even notice the package change. It's like they used to be in those boxes, right? You can still get the powdered sugar, which is 16 ounces at Dollar Tree for $1.25, still in the box. But the regular cane sugar are in these little flimsy plastic bags. Looks like if you sneeze wrong, they're just going to blow open. I mean, it is cheap. It is cheap. And I understand, maybe some average, but now it's 12 ounces. 12 ounces. But the one thing I do like about it is you notice the change. You see, okay, that is significantly smaller. That draws the eyes. Okay, you're not trying to fool anybody by this. Okay, so kudos to Domino Sugar that actually changed the packaging, even though it's way cheaper. But it's like, hey, we're letting you know through your eyes here, we're not trying to trick you. We took 4 ounces out of this. I don't like it. I know you don't like it. But maybe that's what they had to do to keep Domino Sugar coming in. There's several more items that we could go over in this video that, and we got to get back to Dollar Tree. I've been trying to do a little more coverage with Dollar Tree lately to see what new items are coming in. Most of them have been worth it. Really, they're worth the price now. But like I said before, when I said opening Pandora's box, you've got it set up now. So when it gets to the point to where maybe you might be taking a hit on Folgers coffee right now. I see them selling those little Colombian ones for $5. Like I said earlier in this video, I've seen those for $7.49 in some stores. The little ones. And for them to continue to sell them for $5, that could be a way of in a good way of tricking you into thinking, oh wow, I just bought that at Kroger for over $7. Dollar Tree has it for $5. I'm going to buy it here. How long is that going to last, though? And like I said, you see things like at Sam's Club and Costco where they sell the rotisserie chickens for $5. They're losing on that deal. But people love them so much, and they know you're going to go. They want to keep you happy. Excuse me. And they may not be selling as much meat and stuff like that because beef prices have gone up too. Beef prices have really gone up, but they've kept those chickens the same, $4.98. Same at Sam's Club. Or one's $4.99, one's $4.98. Who knows before those go up, but I do know that both of those stores take a hit on that chicken because they want to keep you happy, and that is the one thing that they know. They can probably look back at everybody's Costco card, and they say, rotisserie chicken, rotisserie chicken, rotisserie chicken, rotisserie chicken. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, we're not making the money that we really need to make back on this. But look at how the steadiness of these people that are buying these chickens. They're coming in here spending $300 or $400, right? When you do the math on all that, which I'm sure they have, that's why they continue to do this, because they continue to keep you happy. And that could be some kind of ploy, or maybe not a ploy, but this could be some kind of enticement. When you go to Dollar Tree and you see that coffee, Folgers is really popular. I would have to say that's probably the most popular coffee brand, maybe in America. I don't really know, but I know it's very popular. And when you see that big sign for $5, you can't help but think like, wow, I just bought this at Kroger last week for $7.50. It's even more at Walmart than here, right? So that's one thing. Now the medicine, I don't know. I don't know how much a 24 count of Advil is, name brand Advil, but $4.50 for 24 pills, 24 ibuprofen. I don't know, guys. That was crazy to see. It's things like that, and the fact that there's no real dedicated sign. They got stickers on the panels and everything, but that's kind of what we're going to have to get accustomed to when shopping at Dollar Tree, is we're going to have to look at those little signs. And if it sounds too good to be true, chances are it is. If you're a regular shopper at Dollar Tree, I wouldn't worry as much about it and just make sure that you're checking out the different items. If you're a new shopper to Dollar Tree, same thing. Make sure you're checking all the items. The experience of going to Dollar Tree is, I feel like it kind of appeases to all shoppers. Whether you've got more money than you know what to spend on groceries, you're still going to love Dollar Tree. There's something at Dollar Tree you're going to love. Everybody loves saving money, especially on groceries and other things. But if you're a day-to-day shopper, if you can barely afford to get by, Dollar Tree is a good option as well. Now, some places are arguably better when you buy more, or, we see, because people say, well, can go to Del Monte or something, $1.25 at Dollar Tree. But still, if you're on that tight of a budget, if you're on a very tight budget, well, obviously Walmart, you can get that can of corn at great value for 64 cents a can. 63, 64 cents a can. So those kind of things, yeah, you're going to save more at Walmart, but there's a lot of other things. Pantry filling options, different mayonnaise, 8-ounce mayonnaises for $1.25, ketchup for $1.25. There are so many good deals at Dollar Tree that it can appease to every shopper. It can appeal to every shopper. Okay. And within the means of your budget. Whether, like I said before, whether you are just shopping to get a bunch of stuff or whether you're just trying to get by for a day or two. I feel like Dollar Tree is still that store, and I hope that it doesn't change in the future because of all this. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.